Welcome back to Mobile Tech World for a quick hardware tour of the Nokia Lumia 925. So the first thing you'll notice is that this handset doesn't look like any other Lumia handset. It doesn't come in vivid colors, it's not a full polycarbonate body. So this one is a really different beast. You have a full aluminium frame just right here on the side of the phone, and a polycarbonate backside. This is the white version. You have a gray one and a black one, so this is the white version. It's really nice and slick, really premium feel. And the big difference between the 925 and the 920 is the weight. So just a quick comparison, this one weighs 139 grams while the 920 is 185 grams. So this is a really big difference, especially if you're like me, you have small hands and really love having great grip on your handset. Really the big difference. Everybody who was put away by the size and the weight of the 920 must check out the 925 because it's really a great handset. So just in case you didn't believe Nokia, this does indeed only weigh 139 or 40 grams as officially announced by the company. So this is a really lightweight phone compared to the 920. There's a small difference. This one doesn't have inductive charging. As you can see, you have 3 connectors. So this is so you can put a back cover for inductive charging. So Nokia had to do this to slim the handset. And in terms of thickness, this one is 1.51 millimeters, while the 920 was 10.72 millimeters, so it's thinner, lighter, and also smaller. The other major difference is the Super AMOLED screen on the front compared to the IPS one on the 920. This is a 4.5, same size, same aspect ratio, WXGA, but you have a Super AMOLED. So here, as you can see, we have the new glance feature, which was available on previous Nokia handsets like the Symbian and the S40 devices, which come out a couple of years ago. So you can see here that I have the hour right here, and if I double tap on it, I can wake up my phone without using the power button. So let's turn it off again. I have the hour. I can also see if I have messages or if the phone is in vibrator mode. So let's try this. There you go. I have an hour and I can see that I'm in vibrator mode. So this will be available on all Lumia handsets once they have the Lumia Amber update, which will be pushed out at the end of the summer. But the big advantage here is that we have a Super AMOLED screen, so the blacks are black. So here the screen is actually turned off. It's only on here, so you won't lose a lot of battery life, but it will also be available on IPS screen just in case you want this feature. And here, I don't see if you can see it, but the proximity sensor is actually always on, so you are not losing a whole lot of battery life thanks to the Super AMOLED, but you also have the proximity sensor, which is always on, so that if you put it in your pocket, you'll see that it turns off the glance feature. Once I take it off my pocket, it will be back on. And if you just leave it like that, it will turn off by itself in 15 minutes. And I can also put it face down, and you'll see that it will also turn off and back on. So this is a really nice feature. It will be available on all Lumia handsets later this summer. So let's double tap on it. And the other advantage of having a Super AMOLED screen is the really great viewing angles, especially compared to the 920, which had a huge air gap between the screen, the glass and the panel, so you lost a lot of brightness when tilting the phone at different angles. So here, thanks to the Super AMOLED, we have really great viewing angles. It's a pentametric sub-pixel arrangement, so it's not as, the details are not as fine as on IPS screen, but the PPI is so high that you really don't notice the difference, and the advantages of the Super AMOLED far outweigh the advantages of the LCD screen. So let's take a tour of the hardware. So on the back we have the 8.7 megapixel PureView optical image stabilized camera. So this is essentially the same camera module as on the 920, but we have a sixth lens inside to take sharper pictures. And in addition to this, the Amber update also improves the camera stack with new algorithms. We also have the dual LED flash on top. Unlike other Windows Phone handsets, we have the headphone jack and also the micro USB port. Instead of having it here, we have it right here on top. So it's great depending on usage, and it can be annoying also. So it depends on how you prefer it. I personally don't mind. So here it's on top. We have the SIM card, the micro SIM card slot right here. We have a microphone for noise cancellation, and the main mic is located just right here. I don't see if you can see it. Just trying to focus. There you go. Here's the microphone right here. We have the hardware buttons and also hardware buttons right here on the side. So this is the camera, power on off, and the volume rocker. And this is all made of aluminum and polycarbonate right here. And this is frankly the best built Nokia handset I have ever used. It doesn't creak. Just listen, there's simply no noise. The screen is perfect. The assembly is perfect. There is no dust anywhere, unlike the 920, which had dust under the front-facing camera because it wasn't sealed. So this is really a great handset. It feels good in the hand. So let's take a look at some of the features. So let's go into the settings right here. There you go. So I'm going to show you the display and touch features, which will be available on all Lumia handsets with the Amber update. So right here I can turn on the sunlight readability, battery saver brightness, and also we have the new Lumia color profile. So you can choose your color saturation or your color temperature. So this is really great, especially on Super AMOLED screens. So I've put it on neutral so it looks more natural. Let's go back. Have the super sensitive touch, the glance feature, so you can put it off, timed, or always on, and you can also set up some night modes, so it will change to less power consuming mode. The date and hour will be in red instead of white. So let's turn it off and back again. So now let's go into here and you'll see that I'm actually running the Lumia Amber update. Take a look at some other features like the Nokia smart camera. So the Lumia 925 will be the first Lumia handset to ship with the Nokia smart camera, which will be available on Lumia handset with the Amber update later this summer. So this application will actually let you shoot several pictures at 5 megapixel and edit them later on to remove objects, add motion blur, action shot, etc. So you can also set up this app to be your default camera. So for example, if I go here, set up Nokia smart camera, then back out of the application, I will just use the phone's hardware button to launch the smart camera application. So this is great, especially if you take a whole lot of action shots, but you lose the ability to take shots at the full megapixel. So for example, if I want to take a big shot at 8.7 megapixel, I have to back out of the application and go into the native app. So this is really not convenient. So let's put it back onto the native application, and I can just go into here, into the lenses, and pick up Nokia Smart Camera, or just tap on a tile on my start screen. So let me show you how the Nokia Smart Camera application works. So I'm just going to put this here and try to take a picture of it moving. There you go. And I'll be able to edit. Here we have the best shot. You have an action shot, which won't look really exciting because I have my fingers just right here. So let's tap on it. So as you can see, I can just select different frames, etc. But I'm gonna show you another picture I took earlier. You have the motion shot, which doesn't look exciting either. Faces, there's no faces in this picture, and I can also remove objects. Once again, this won't be easy. So I'm gonna show you another picture I took earlier today. So let's go into the camera roll and hit this. So this is a picture I took with Nokia Smart Camera. You can see a direct link here, so I can edit it directly from my camera roll. And there you go. Have the best shot, action shot, for example. Just tap on this. And as you can see, I can just delete or add frames and blend them together. So let's do this to make it look better. There you go. And I can add a fade so it looks sexier. There you go. So this is a pretty neat application, which I won't use every time, but it can come in handy. So this is Nokia Smart Camera, which is available right now exclusively on the 925, but will be available to all Lumia handsets with the Amber update later on. So this was a quick tour of the 925. As you can see, it's a really exciting phone. Don't forget to check out my written review at mobiletechworld.com to see some really great samples taken with the camera, because frankly this is one, if not the best, currently the best smartphone camera on the market. You can see that it really compares to the Sony NEX I'm using right now to take pictures. So I'm gonna do some full crop examples to show you how this one stacks up against this one. So this is a great camera. Nokia is going to announce the Nokia EOS later this month, in a few days. Unfortunately, this one, the new handset will probably be a little bit thicker, so if you're looking for a really slim device with a great camera, the 925 is probably your best choice right now. Only downside is that this only has 16 gigs of internal storage, and this is frankly a big downside, especially for the price of this device. So this one is currently priced at $599 without a contract in Europe, and you only have 16 gigs of RAM without no expansion slots. So only Vodafone in the UK has an exclusive on the 32 gigs of version, and it's unfortunately not available anywhere else. So this is the only downside. You only have 16 gigs of RAM, and you also don't have inductive charging, but everything else is frankly perfect. This is the best Windows Phone handset on the market, and even one of the best handsets on the market. Unless you are an Android fan, you can go for the HTC One or the Samsung Galaxy S4. This is your best choice in the Windows camp. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my review on mobiletechworld.com. Cheers.